Hi, I'm Erin. Thank you so much for joining me for a chair yoga class. Today we are going to be working on spinal strength and flexibility, as well as a little bit of core strengthening. We'll sprinkle in some other postures and stretches along the way. If you do have a strap, I recommend having a strap handy. If you don't have a strap, maybe a fabric belt or a sheet or something long and stretchy. If you don't have one though, no worries, it's all good. So let's come into a seated position on our chair, stacking the ankles right under the knees. Make sure that the shoulders are right over the hips, and let's rest the hands on the thighs. Go ahead and close the eyes, and let's take some deep breaths. So inhale through the nose, fill all the way up. Slight pause at the top of the breath, exhale through the mouth, let it go. Let's take two more just like that. So inhale, fill up. Just a slight pause at the top of the breath, exhale, let it go through the mouth. One more deep inhale and open mouth exhale, so fill all the way up. Make this one your biggest breath yet. Hold it at the top just for a beat, and then exhale through the mouth. Let's start breathing in and out through the nose. Inhale through the nose, fill all the way up. This time we seal the lips, exhale through the nose. Two more just like that. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Last one, inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. All right, so we're already building a little bit of spinal strength here, just having this great posture with the shoulders right over the hips. So keep this posture with the head in line with the spine. Inhale, both arms up overhead. We're gonna find arrow mudra above the head. So we're gonna interlace the fingers, release the index fingers, squeeze the biceps toward the ears, point the fingers up toward the ceiling. Take an inhale here, and then exhale, release to the right. Hold here for another breath. We have to use some core strength to keep ourselves lifted, the shoulder right in line with the hip. Exhale here. Inhale back to center. Exhale to the left. Keep that right shoulder right in line with the right hip. Squeeze the biceps toward the ears, really reaching through the fingertips. Exhale. Inhale back to center. Exhale, hands release. Take the hands to the back of the chair. Fingers are going to wrap around the edge of the chair. And we're just going to start to lift and open the chest. Start to lift the gaze, chin comes off the chest. Take one more inhale here. Exhale, release. If it's too much to have the hands all the way down to the base of the chair, just take them to the back of the chair and just open the chest, lift the chin. And then we're going to take a forward fold. So we're going to take the hands to the knees, start to hinge forward at the hips, reach through the crown of the head, keep a nice long spine, and then start to slide the hands down the legs. If this is as far as we go today, that's fine. Just keep the head in line with the spine so we have a nice long spine. Okay, so instead of collapsing and rounding, it's going to take some spinal strength, but we're going to lift, draw the shoulders away from the ears. Maybe we come down a little bit further, maybe a little bit further. Start to extend through the crown of the head, shoulders away from the ears. If we have pretty flexible hamstrings and we want to take it further into the hamstrings, we extend the legs long and then start to reach the forehead toward the toes. Wherever we are, let's walk our hands back up our legs, place the shoulders right over the hips. We're going to take a supported chair pose. So in yoga, there's a posture called Utkatasana, which is chair pose, and we are sitting in an imaginary chair. So if you're feeling pretty strong and stable today, you can stand off of your chair, lift your hips off of your chair, and take chair pose. If it's enough just to sit in the chair and have hands to heart center, we'll take that Maybe you just lift the hips an inch. Okay, but the chair's right here to support us. Take an inhale here, bring the hands to heart center. Even if our hips are off the chair, exhale, keep the chest lifted. Take one more inhale. So we're building a lot of strength in our spine, maybe a little heat here. Then we're gonna take it into a twist. So unless you feel pretty strong and stable with your hips off the chair, I recommend you sit your hips back on the chair. And we're gonna find a little bit of a hinge forward, just like we did in our forward fold. So we keep the spine nice and long, the head stays in line with the spine as we hinge forward. We're gonna take it into a twist. So building some flexibility in our spine. We're gonna draw the left elbow toward the right knee. Okay, so try to avoid hunching forward and bending like this. So keep nice long spine. If this is as deep as we go and that left elbow touches the left thigh, that's great. If you have a little bit more spinal flexibility and want to go a little bit deeper into it, you can take that right hand to the right thigh and start to draw the left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Okay, so once we're in this position, we can draw the hands back together and toward heart center. It's a pretty deep twist in the spine, so take it to your own level. We want to keep the head in line with the spine, but we want to keep the neck comfortable. So maybe the gaze comes to the floor, maybe straight out in front, maybe up. There should be no tension or discomfort in the neck. And then let's unwind from the twist and we'll take it on the other side. So you're gonna start to draw the right elbow toward the left thigh. Keep the head in line with the spine. We hinge forward slightly and we start to twist. Maybe this is as deep as the twist is today. Right elbow toward right thigh. If we want to go a little bit deeper, we can take the left hand to the left thigh to assist us and start to draw the right elbow toward the left knee. If we get the right elbow to the left knee and we feel supported here, we draw the hands back to heart center and then we deepen into the twist. It's a very, very deep twist. So we can take the gaze to the floor, wall or ceiling. Take another breath here. Good. And let's unwind from the twist. Place the hands back onto the knees. All right, so we're gonna open up the shoulders. We're gonna take our strap, if we have it available. And I'm gonna give you, actually, we can all turn sideways on our chair if we have a back to our chair. Turn sideways on the chair. And we're gonna take this strap behind the back. So we'll take the strap into the right hand. We're gonna lift our right elbow up and over. And we're gonna take the left hand and we're gonna reach behind us for the strap. So it's gonna look like this, right? Big shoulder stretch. We wanna keep the spine upright and lifted. If we don't have a strap or a belt or whatever, we wanna take this stretch. We're gonna take the right elbow up and we're gonna take that left hand and take it to the top of the right elbow. We're gonna start to draw the right fingertips down the back. And again, try to avoid hunching like so. Stay lifted. And maybe if we have really flexible shoulders, we can take the bind with the hands and reach the fingertips toward one another. Again, this is a very big stretch for the shoulders. All right, so hold this stretch. We're gonna add a little bit of a hip stretch to it. So we're gonna take that left ankle and place it on the right knee. Hold here, inhale, exhale, inhale. And on this last exhale, maybe we hinge a little bit forward. We're gonna get a little bit deeper into that hip. And then we'll release. All right. So we're gonna take this left arm and we're gonna draw it Place the left foot back on the floor. We're gonna draw it across the body. So we're gonna stretch the back side of the shoulder now. So draw it across the body, take the right hand to the left elbow or upper arm. Lower the shoulders away from the ears. So once again, avoid this. Draw the shoulders down, press that hand into the back of the arm. Get a nice big stretch here on the back side of the shoulder. And exhale. And we'll take that stretch on the other side. So again, if we have a strap, we'll take it into the left hand. We're gonna lift that left arm up and over, left elbow is gonna come toward the ceiling, and our strap is dangling behind us. We can take that right hand and reach for the strap. Okay, so it might look like this. With the assistance of the strap, we can start to just shimmy our fingertips towards one another. Most important though is that the head is right over the shoulders and the shoulders are right over the hips. So try to avoid this and start to lift up. If we don't have a strap, we can take the right hand and take hold of the left elbow up overhead. We're drawing the left fingertips down toward our tailbone. Head is in line with the spine. And once again, if we have flexible shoulders and we want to go for the bind with our hands, we take that right hand without the strap and we reach the right fingertips for the left fingertips. Spine is nice and lifted. Keep the knees right over the ankles. Inhale. Exhale. Release the hands wherever they are. And then we're going to get the back side of the shoulder in this stretch with the arm across the body. So you're going to draw the right arm across the body. You can take the left hand to elbow, upper arm toward the shoulder. And then start to reach the fingertips toward the side and then lower the shoulders away from the ears. Inhale. Exhale. Again, try and avoid any hunching in the shoulders. Draw the shoulders down away from the ears. Lift through the crown of the head. We're just building strength in the spine, just holding this nice position with our posture. And then I forgot to add it on this side, but let's take that right ankle across over the left knee so we get the hip stretch as well. And then for this last breath, we can hinge forward. If that's too much, just stay upright. We can hinge forward, get a little stretch in our right hip and glute. And then come all the way back up. Release the hands, release the ankle from the knee. All right, so we're gonna build a little bit of core strength here. So taking the feet and lifting them off the ground, we can hold to the back of our chair. So I'm showing you from the side. Hold to the back of the chair, lift the feet off the floor. This takes a lot of strength to hold here. So we're just building some strength in our core. We want to keep the chest nice and lifted. Keep holding. Might feel a little shaking in your body. That means that we're building strength. I feel like I'm shaking here. One more breath. And release feet to the floor. And we're gonna go from here into a stretch. So extend that right foot forward. Then we're gonna start to hinge over the right leg. So again, keeping the spine nice and long, hinging forward. Hands can be on the thighs, or we can start to walk them down the shin. One more breath. Exhale. Walk the hands back up the leg. And then we're gonna extend that left leg forward. Hinge at the hips. Keep a nice long spine, so try and avoid rounding and crunching. Stay lifted. We're gonna hinge forward, stretching the left hamstring, the left calf, the left Achilles tendon. Of course, we're getting a beautiful stretch in our back. Last exhale. And wherever we are, let's walk our hands back up. Get the shoulders right back up over the hips. And we're gonna take one more strengthener for our core. So just rock yourself back, hands to the back of the chair, lift the heels off the floor. Keep the chest nice and lifted. Head stays in line with the spine. If you ever want to up level or take it a step further, we extend the arms forward. We lift the legs higher. Okay, so you just take it to your level. This is called boat pose Navasana. It's a great strengthener for the core. We just want to keep that chest nice and lifted. And then wherever we are, we're going to release our feet back down to the floor. All right, so we're going to take a supported warrior pose here. So we're going to build a little bit of strength in our legs. So from the centered position on our chair, we're going to turn toward the right. We're going to take that right foot to the mat. The toes are going to point directly toward the front of the mat. Heel in line with the toes, and this leg should be, hopefully your chair is at approximately the right height. The thigh should be close to parallel with the mat. We're gonna scoot ourselves to the edge of our chair, and then we're gonna take that left leg and reach it back toward the back of our mat. So in warrior pose, supported warrior pose, we do want the toe and the heel on the floor, as opposed to a crescent pose with the heel lifted off the floor. So left heel to the floor, right foot flat to the floor. And then we're gonna lift our arms and extend them parallel to the mat. The shoulders are gonna be nice and open. The hips are nice and open. We really want to engage our core. So we're building some strength in our core. So draw the belly button back toward the spine. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Fingertips, we're reaching through the fingertips, and then we're looking out across the front fingertips. Try to engage this back leg as much as possible. We're working toward straight. Take one more breath here. Exhale. And release. We're going to switch sides. So come back toward the center of the chair. We're going to take the left leg, left toes pointing toward the back or front of the mat, left heel in line with the left toes, and then we're going to scoot to the front of our chair. And we're gonna scoot the knee toward the edge of our chair and extend that right leg back behind us. We want the heel and the toes working toward the floor as opposed to lifted. Keep the heel right in line with the toes. And then we're gonna extend the arms parallel to the mat. Try to tighten up the quadricep of the back leg as much as possible. Try to avoid bending the leg too much. Okay, so we want to start to straighten and extend the leg. Arms parallel to the mat. Soft gaze across the front fingertips. And then tighten up through the core. Lower the shoulders away from the ears. So you should feel a really nice stretch in your hips. Take one more breath. Exhale. Release the arms. Come back toward the center of the mat, or to the center of the chair. And then again, if we have a strap available to us, we're gonna take our strap. This is gonna be a nice combo of kind of what we've prepared for. It's gonna take some core strength and some hamstring flexibility. So we're gonna take our strap and we're gonna wrap it around the bottom of the right foot. All right, so we take a hold of our strap with both hands and start to lift the right leg off the floor. So if we don't have a strap and we feel that we're pretty flexible, we can take the hands around the foot, start to extend the foot, or don't have a strap, take the hands to the back of the right thigh and start to extend the leg as long as possible. This is gonna take some strength in the quadricep, gonna take some strength in the core, and then of course some strength in the spine. So we wanna stay nice and lifted wherever we are. Okay. Stay lifted in the chest. If the leg is really, really bent like this, that's fine. Just stay lifted in the chest. And if we do have a strap and the leg is bent, we can just extend the grip on the strap, straighten out the leg, and you can use the strap to support the leg. All right, one more breath here, wherever we are, whatever variation we're in, whatever support we have, and then we're gonna take it into a twist. So we're gonna take the left hand to the strap, and then we're gonna extend the right arm back. Okay, so we're twisting in the spine, looking back toward the right fingertips, shoulders away from the ears. And again, if we don't have a strap, we can hold on to our knee, find a nice twist, or if we don't have a strap and we feel pretty flexible, we can hold on to the bottom of the foot and then extend the right arm back. All of these are great variations. And let's release, and we'll take it on the other side. So we're gonna take this strap to the left foot, wrap it underneath the left foot, sit up nice and tall, and lift that left leg off the floor. Start to walk the hands up the strap. Keep the chest lifted, keep the head in line with the spine. It might look like this, it might look like this, it might look like this or this. However your leg looks, the spine should look like this. So try and avoid this and try and lift. So we're building strength in our spine. We're using some core strength to hold our leg, quadricep strength to straighten our leg, and then of course we're building flexibility in the hamstring. So let's take it into a twist. So if we have a strap, we're gonna take that strap to the right hand, and then we're gonna extend the left arm out behind us. Keep the head in line with the spine, nice and lifted. If we don't have a strap, your posture may look like this. Right hand to left knee, twisting in the spine. Maybe it looks like this. Maybe it looks like this. All right, so feel it out in your body, go to your level. Wherever we are, let's release. Great, all right. So our last spine strengthener for this class is we're gonna take our chair, actually, we're gonna turn this seat toward us. All right, so we're gonna step away from our chair about 2 or 3 feet. We're gonna take our hands to our chair. Legs might be bent, they might be straight. We're working towards straight arms. Okay, if you can, and you feel pretty strong, you wanna take your feet back a little bit more toward a plank position. Okay, if plank isn't accessible to you today, no worries, just walk your feet in, just work toward a flat back. All right, so wherever we are, we're gonna draw the right knee toward the nose, and we're actually going to round the spine. So we're gonna draw that right knee toward the nose, round the spine, and then go ahead and extend the right leg long and straighten the spine. All right, so this could look like a lot of different things depending on where you are today. But let's do it a couple more times. So wherever you are, round, draw right knee to the nose, extend, right knee to the nose, building a lot of core strength here. Extend, last time, right knee to nose, extend, and release right foot to the floor. Let's take that on the other side. So So again, we can have our stance wherever is comfortable for us as long as we can keep a nice long spine. Avoiding this. Maybe it's this, plank pose. Okay, we're gonna take left knee to nose, and we're gonna round the spine. Round, extend, round, extend. Maybe it just looks like this. It's great, just feel your core working. Knee in, extend. Last one. Great. All right, so now we're gonna work our legs or our body to a 90-degree angle. So we're gonna start to walk the feet in. We wanna bring the feet to hip distance apart and right underneath the hips. Okay, if the hamstrings feel really tight and the knees are bent, that's fine, no worries. We have the chair here to support us. Maybe we start to straighten the legs, maybe we don't. Okay, we're gonna work on some spinal strength here. So we're working core and spine. So with with knees bent or straight, we're gonna start to extend the arms long and bring them parallel to the mat or the floor. Head stays in line with the spine. If this is too much, we take one hand to the chair, extend one arm long. So you should feel some heat building in your spine. Really good for your body, okay? Can look like a lot of different things depending on where you feel tightness in your body. But this is a great spine strengthener. Reaching through the crown of the head, pulling the shoulders away from the ears. Maybe it's one hand to the chair. If we do have one hand to the chair, let's switch because we're gonna hold it just for a couple more breaths. Okay, hands back to the chair. Start to straighten through the legs. Walk ourselves forward. And then we're gonna take one standing balancing pose before we close our class. So go ahead and flip your chair so that we have the tall side near us, or you can just walk to the other side of the chair, whatever works for you. We're gonna take a supported tree pose. Okay, so working on building our balance and the strength in our leg. So we're gonna stand on the right foot first. Spread your toes nice and wide. We have the chair here for some support. Maybe the left foot comes to the ankle, maybe to the calf, maybe to the inner thigh. So depending on your flexibility or any tightness that you have on this side of the body, maybe we're here. So we're building our balance, we're building our flexibility. Nice strong right leg. You can reach that left arm up toward the ceiling. If you feel super balanced, go for it. Maybe lift both arms up toward the ceiling. Lower the shoulders away from the ears. And I really suggest that you take your gaze down onto the floor about 2 or 3 feet in front of you to support you in your balance. Last breath. All right, and then you can just turn around and we're gonna stand on our left foot. So you're gonna take your left hand to the chair, your right foot is gonna come toward your left ankle. Maybe this is where we stay today, holding onto the chair, supporting ourselves with the right toes, or we can bring the right foot to the calf or the inner thigh. You can reach that right arm up. You can reach the left arm up if we feel balanced. Relax the shoulders away from the ears, draw the tailbone down. Gaze is about 2 or 3 feet in front of us on the floor. Another breath. Release the hands. And then we'll just come back to a seat on our chair. All right, so we're gonna just take one more pose and then we're gonna close our class. So we're gonna reach both arms up overhead and we're gonna take a twist. So we're gonna take the right hand toward the left knee and the left hand toward the back of the chair. So depending on the height of the back of your chair, you can also rest your arm on the top of your chair. You can take your hand to the back of your chair. Just want to keep the head over the shoulders, over the hips, nice, not long, lifted, tall spine. Maybe look out over the back of the chair. Inhale. Exhale. Then we're going to unwind and we'll twist in the opposite direction. So we're going to take the left hand to the right knee, right hand to the back of the chair, or you can rest your forearm on the back of your chair. Look out over your right shoulder. Inhale. Exhale. All right. And release from the twist. Draw the hands to the heart. Take a nice deep inhale through the nose, fill all the way up. Let it go through the mouth. Close the lips, inhale. Exhale. Just calm and center your mind. The jaw be relaxed. Let the forehead be relaxed. Rest the hands on the thighs. Draw a chin toward the chest. And take a couple of rolls, half neck rolls from one side to the other. That's one to each side. And come back to a tall spine. Once again, draw your hands back to your heart. Today, as you go forward, may you have peace in your thoughts, peace in your words, peace in your heart. Namaste.